Dead yet, I can dance and I can sing. I am not dead yet, I can do the Highland fling. I am not dead yet, no need to go to bed. No need to call the doctor, cause I'm not yet dead.
Hi, welcome to River's Knitting Chronicles. I'm River. I normally don't sound like this, but I am River, believe it or not. Watch some of my other episodes and my voice sounds much better to listen to. I did not record last week because you wouldn't have been able to hear me. I had considered doing the episode with flashcards and letting you kind of just read as I went, but honestly, it seemed like a lot of work and I really felt bad, and so instead I rested. I actually don't feel that bad anymore. I just sound terrible, but I sounded worse. It was just, I get sick. Those of you who are teachers or have ever taught or are friends of teachers, we always get sick pretty close to the beginning of the school year. I was surprised it held off as long as it did, and I honestly thought that maybe I had managed to skip it this year, which I should have known better because it's a stressful year, and stress plus lots of germy students equals sick. So near the end of last week, I was feeling bad enough that I canceled rehearsals. I canceled the set build last week, and I just slept through the weekend. And I went back to work this week in large part because with 5 preps, it's really hard to get it together enough lesson plans for each of the different classes to get a sub. So it just seemed easier to just show up. So I went to work all week, and the worst of my voice was probably actually the middle of this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday it started to heal up a bit, and then Thursday and Friday it still would go in and out, where for a while, like, I'd talk to one class and the next class would come in and I'd go to greet them at the beginning of class and nothing would come out. So it was pretty hit or miss. I'm one of those people who likes to sing all the time. I'm probably pretty annoying. I guess maybe I am, but I sing a lot just in the car, walking in the hallways, in the grocery store. I sing along with whatever's, and I literally can't sing. If I try to sing, whatever's messed up in here completely closes off, and literally it's like I'm Ariel in The Little Mermaid. Nothing comes out. So that's actually really disheartening and a bit depressing for me because I enjoy being that person who walks around singing all the time, and I guess that makes up for annoying everybody around me. But anyway, so I'm really winging this because I'm afraid. Please don't wear headphones for this episode. Maybe I should call it, well, actually I already know what I'm going to call it, but maybe I should put a disclaimer at the beginning. Don't wear headphones for this episode, because there's a really good, if I talk a lot, it makes me cough. So I'm going to try to actually keep it short, even though I've already gone 3 minutes talking about why I sound like this. But I am going to keep it pretty short. I just wanted to make sure I got something out there so we didn't get to, 3 weeks with no episode. Well, if I didn't go this week, it would be 2 weeks and then into week 3 next time, and who knows what's going to happen next. So better to get it while the getting is good. So, I already know what I'm titling this episode, and it is called, and you're moving, ow, down. Sorry, cat. You're precariously perched. You're on 2 step units, but one is smaller than the other, and the table doesn't fit on the smaller one, so the smaller one is under the larger one. That's why you kind of leaned a bit when he was climbing up on the larger one that's got that has you on it. So, anyway, I'm titling this episode, I Am Not Dead Yet, because I have no idea how this is humanly possible, but I am not dead yet. It's the 20-something of September, and I'm still in it. I just knew I was going to be killed in the first week, and then I thought, definitely the second week. It didn't even dawn on me that I would go this long. I really thought, and if I hadn't have gotten sick, I'd have had socks sent off already. I told you guys my plan was to get them done in that week after I filmed. And had this not happened to me, because it made me really, really tired and just so drained. And breathing was very difficult, and so lack of oxygen makes you very, very sleepy. So not much knitting happened, and so they're not done. I mean, I'm not even to sock 2 yet. I finally feel well enough. Well, we did the set build yesterday, and then I came home, and, okay, are you moving? Are you moving? Al, I don't know why you only want to be where I don't want you. So anyway, we did the set build yesterday, and the set is looking gorgeous, and at some point I'll take you and let you see it when we're further along than we are, but we've got the bulk of the heavy construction taken care of. Now is all of the parts that make it awesome. So, and that's the fun part too. So really excited for that. But anyway, back to this. So we did set build yesterday, and I did set build, and I worked the whole thing, and then I came home and I was really tired. So yesterday was kind of a not wash for knitting, but I did knit some today. I am on to the foot. So these socks are called Mila, is the name of the pattern. It is by Belly Button Knits. And I'm at the, let me pull these through so I don't lose stitches. I'm at the start of she has you adjust, actually no, I just kind of stopped in the middle. That's not even where I am. I'm just randomly in the middle of, oh, I know what happened. I was knitting, and my husband is very, sometimes he's nice. Sometimes. And so I got to the end of a repeat because he'd made dinner. He made a special dinner, and so he brought it to me in here so I could, and I was in the middle of knitting. But anyway, so here, sorry, my brain's not working too well, I guess. Here we go. Again, it's called Mila, and it's by Belly Button Knits, Adrienne Fong. And this little extra ruffly bit is optional. So it's written in the pattern has instructions. Oh, go get your butt down. It has instructions for adding it and instructions for not. And then it gets into the lacy bits. And then here is my heel flap, which is flappy. And my gusset. And the gusset decreases happen along the bottom of the, like next to the sole. And one thing I really like about her patterns is that I've done lots of them, and with a few exceptions, the gussets are always a new and interesting way to do it, which is fun because it gets to where, you know, I like to try new things all the time, and so it keeps it interesting. Where's the gusset going to be this time? I've done her patterns where the gusset is along the bottom of the sole. I think it's those, but I'm not 100%, so I'm not going to grab them just in case I'm wrong. I've done them where they're just regular. Now we've got these that are down here. So these are awesome. They actually look really pretty on there. I hope it looks like that when you guys go to watch it. It's a Eye of Partridge heel flap. Here you go. Again, I made it bigger than I would have made it for myself per the rules. So I hope that it will fit my person. They live in a far colder climate than I, so I'm assuming that they do things like wear boots and things, so I think these would be great for under there or just for wearing around the house. The color looks gorgeous on here, and again, in person, it's just really dark for me, especially for knitting it, especially when I'm not getting much oxygen when I breathe. So the yarn is Madeline Tosh Sock, and it's called Fathom. And so I'm to the foot now. So that's the home stretch. I don't want to say that I will be done by the end of the week because I've made that mistake before. But I am going to say that I feel well enough, and I don't have any extra things going on. Last week we had parent open house for the parents to come in and stuff like that. So I don't have any extra bits this week. It should be a regular week for me. The progress reports will go home on Wednesday, so I might have some extra parent emails to answer. I did have to make a parent phone call when I had no voice whatsoever. So I went down to the student's guidance counselor, and I had her make the phone call. We put the parent on speaker, and I would kind of whisper what I needed to say to the guidance counselor, and she acted sort of like interpreter. It seems so bizarre, but at the same time, the conversation needed to happen before progress reports, so that the parent wasn't completely shocked. But yeah, so you just got to get creative, I guess. So that's the only thing. And again, I didn't knit at all this week. I've been just trying to get over this thing, and it really feels like the tail end. Knock on, you're on a wooden table, so knock on you. So hopefully by next week, A, my voice will sound normal. B, I will still not be dead. How is that happening? I don't know. I'm guessing that the person who I'm their target is just as busy and getting just as ill as me, or my assassins keep getting taken out, so my socks are having to get sent all over the place and worked on by multiple people. Those are the only things that I can think of that would keep me in the game for this long without having sent off my first pair of socks. But I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I think it's pretty awesome. So yeah, it would be great if I were still alive next week. And if I'm not, I will absolutely, I have to film my death video. So in the filming of the death video, I'll do like a short little, I'll channel Rycrafty because she did a little past me thing. And so I'll film a little, yeah, I'm about to die, here's where my socks are, and I'll put them into next week's episode. Okay, so I know this episode is short, and I'm sorry if that's sad for you. I just don't want to push it vocally, and as much, I miss doing this. This is fun, and yeah, but I don't have that much else to say, and I don't want to get to where I start hacking, because then life gets very, very uncomfortable, and I have to go back to teaching again tomorrow. So, thank you very much for watching. If you would like to join the group, we're on Ravelry, Rivers Knitting Chronicles, and the blog is riversknittingchronicles.com. I do have a Twitter, but that's one of the things that went by the wayside. It's I am River Cameron, not River Cameron because that's a British boy, but I am River Cameron, and that's me on Twitter. And you know, when things really do settle down some, I'll probably get back on there. And so I think that covers all of the social media. Oh, and I have the YouTube channel, Rivers Knitting Chronicles, and yeah, I think that is everything. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you didn't mind the truncated episode. I just wanted to show you where the socks were. Oh, new T-Fury shirt. I don't want to show you my sweatpants, but because I love Minions and I love Firefly, so I think that's hilarious. It seems too bright. I don't know if you can really tell what it looks like, but yeah. So the Minions are he's Captain Mao, and he's Jane, and he's Wash, and I think it's hilarious. It says, "We aim to misbehave." Come back, me. There we go. So yeah, that came up probably a few weeks ago, and I had to order it because I just thought it was amazing. So now really I'm going to leave you, and thank you for watching and cheering me on for not being dead yet. And I'll see you hopefully next week, and I'll sound like me. Okay, bye.
Bring out your dead! Here's one.
I'm not dead.
Here, he says he's not dead.
Yes, he is.
I feel happy. I feel happy.